You know what that sound means, ladies and gentlemen? That sound means it's the 50th episode of the Nateheads, which we celebrate with fireworks? Question mark? No, popcorn, because this is a movie for your ears. In a world where Nate made 49 episodes as of last week, this week, things just got 50er. Episode 50, The Natecast, coming now to Wolf Out Radio. That's right, guys. It's episode 50. How do you guys feel about it? I feel pretty good. Yeah, really good, actually. I think it's a milestone. I don't want to make too big a deal out of it. You know, like when you see like a sticker on the back of somebody's car that says 13.1. Way to go. You got halfway there. I feel like I'm halfway to 100. Because 100's great, because not only do you get more, you get another digit on your number, but you also get syndication finally. You can finally syndicate at 100 episodes. I don't know if you guys know that insider knowledge. You can finally syndicate, so I can sell my podcast to the WB. They can play it in reruns. What do you think about episode 50? What? What do you mean? I don't get it. It's not very helpful feedback, but I appreciate your feedback anyway. I appreciate you, buddy. And I appreciate... Hey, don't swipe at me. And I appreciate you, audience, for listening to this.
Clever girl.
You know what that means? That means that we're in the Jurassic Park section of The Devil's Lake. I'm here with Libby. Libby, first of all, thank you so much for joining us on this, our 50th episode.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Nate.
So we're here in this, we're hiking around the lake. We're probably about a sixth of the way done.
I think a third.
We're a third of the way done. I was just being purposely pessimistic so as to manage my expectations. I'm not going to make it, man. So we just came out into this section of the park that looks very much... Well, I'll let Libby tell you why she likes... This might be her favorite part of the hike, she said.
I love this part of the hike because you come down kind of on this, like, not very steep hill, but it's pretty narrow, and then all of a sudden it just opens wide, and it makes me feel like I'm in a prehistoric land or Jurassic Park. It's kind of just, like, opens up.
It opens up, and then we've got a lot of straight up and downy trees with, like... Ferns and dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. There's a fucking T-Rex right there. Psych, I got you so good. Livy, you should have seen the looks on their faces. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so we're going along, we're hiking along. This is a 50-mile hike. We're doing it for our 50th episode. So we're a third of the way done. We've gone... Look, you did the math. We've gone a ways. And I think we'll probably check in with you later if I had to guess, and I don't. But if I did, I would say yes. Libby, if you had to guess, you do have to guess.
Will we check in later?
Yeah.
God, I don't know. I mean, yes, if we're still alive.
Oh shit! Oh man, I hope somebody releases this. If I have a doomsday plan, I look at this whole thing that this just as soon as I die, this publishes.
Good.
All of my media that I've ever recorded just automatically publishes to the internet.
Well, I hope you have a sharp knife. I didn't, so it could be 126 hours in it.
Oh man, I could chew your arm off. Is that what we're talking about?
Sure. Because then we're together.
Yeah,
we got a lot more options.
Yep, that's true.
126 hours times 2 equals safety with only half of our arm
that's
gone.
like 252 hours. We got plenty of time. Screw it. And I didn't eat much for breakfast, so I could take a chunk out of that.
That's good.
Bicep there.
Tender
is the night. So we'll check in with you later. You know what that sound means? It's time for the dish.
Yep, if that's what you wanted, then you got your wish. If you breathe through gills, then you're probably a fish. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is The Dish. The segment where I do the dishes, and we dish about all the hottest goss around the apartment, and this one is a twofer. I don't know if it's a twofer, but it checks 2 boxes. This hot goss is that it's New Sponge Day. New Sponge Day. Excuse me. Sorry, I got all choked up about New Sponge Day. So New Sponge Day is the day where we break out a new sponge because the old one's gotten too gross. So the deal is, I don't want you guys to think that we're just wasteful people. We donate all of our used sponges to Goodwill. I'm just kidding, we don't. We do wash them though, and try to use them again. But this one, honestly, somebody must have been washing a lot of knives because it is really cut up. And then little tiny pieces of sponge get in your stuff, and it's on your dishes, and it's like, little pieces of sponge? No thanks. Right? What else we got for dish? Well, Viv's out of town. She's not here. I'm living the bachelor life, which is remarkably the same as other times. You know, when the cat's away, the mice will lay down on the couch and watch action movies. So Viv's off at a bachelorette party. I'm hoping it's not hers. We've been married for years and have noticed her chumming around with a certain Harrison Ford lately. I don't know why I would pick Harrison Ford. I should have picked Dreyfuss. Richard Dreyfuss. That's somebody weird Viv has a weird thing for. I mean, kind of makes sense. She has a type. It's my Richard Dreyfuss impression. But yeah, so it was at a bachelorette party up in Minocqua. A bunch of ladies hanging out at a cabin. Or I think more accurately, a lake house. Just like the terrific Sandy Bullock and Key Reeves. I call him Key. Or sometimes Anu. What's up, Anu? New. Or sometimes Neo. So, every time Viv goes away, I have these grand ideas of all the stuff I'm going to accomplish, you know. All these projects I'm going to get done, and then I end up... I guess, bottom line is, it's hard to get projects done when you're spending all of your time mopping up tears. You know? It's like, wah, 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 cry, 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 drip, 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 mop, 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 repeat. No time for much else. Okay, another piece of goss, of hot goss, is that it's our 50th episode. That's pretty nice. What have I learned? Nothing. That sometimes I don't feel like talking. That's definitely something I never knew before. That's something nobody who knows me ever knew before. Yeah, there's some weeks where I'm just not particularly chatty. And on those weeks, I have to, you know, still make myself record something and just let words fall out of my face and then let God sort it out. God, I refer to, when I edit audio, I refer to myself as God. So future audio editor Nate is God. That'll probably make me feel real good when I'm editing this. What else have I learned? I've learned that it's hard to get people to listen to your podcast. I've learned that you have to not really worry about that. I've learned to roll audio often. I've learned that it is legal to surreptitiously record people. The law in Wisconsin is just that one of the recorded parties has to consent to it. I am that one. Of course, I can't air them without their permission, technically. But we're all gonna die, so sometimes I truly think that to myself. If I'm really stressed out about something that I can reasonably see would not be a big deal in like a year, then I think, then again, we are all just gonna die. It's both comforting and terrifying. Whee! That's what I shoot for. That's my general mood, I would say. Oh, a week from today, I'm gonna do this stand-up show at the Rigby in Madison. It's called Quantum Comedy. Everyone performing on the show is playing a character from various points in history. So it's like, characters doing stand-up as their characters. Pretty fun. My character, we got to choose our characters, and I chose, based on costume, mostly, I chose caveman. So I've been working on that. Got that pretty well written. Got to commit it to memory. As a matter of fact, why don't I just play that right here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been The Dish. I've been Nate. And these dishes are getting clean. Here's Caveman.
Let's hear it for Jesus, everybody. The guy who puts the C in BC. He and I actually have something in common. We've both spent some time in a cave. Remember that, right, Jesus? Alright, I guess you might not. You guys been reading the news at all? Or you hear about fire? Yeah, we can make it ourselves now. Isn't that crazy? It's great because I've been jonesing for a smoke. A buddy of mine actually got one lit on a lightning strike once. So I went back to that same spot and waited, but it never happened again for whatever reason. Yes, I am a caveman, and I know you guys like to act like we're all just a bunch of uneducated cretins, but that's ignorant. We go to school. I mean, granted, our history program is a little weak, but I mean, there really just isn't that much history. But our math program is coming along. We're up to 1,020 now. But we're bringing in more rocks to count every day, so. Our science department is a bit behind. I mean, mostly just people starting shit on fire. But at least we believe in global cooling. That's why we started all the fires, actually. Oh, sorry. I guess we're supposed to call it climate change now? Is that right? Yeah, I guess we're not producing enough greenhouse gases. Tell that to the dinosaurs. That's something they left out of Jurassic Park, huh? Good God, maybe they're extinct to you, but they're just stink to us. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys all learned that cavemen and dinosaurs didn't live at the same time. But like I said, our science department is a little behind, so we haven't learned that yet. You guys ever wonder why we call it a woolly mammoth? I mean, aren't all mammoths woolly? It's a little bit about me. Like I said, I am a caveman, and I'm proud of it, too. I'm one of the best, actually. Cro-Magnon, man? Shit, I should be pro-Magnon. That's so good. I mean, if we had a system of currency. I just had a birthday. Yep, I am officially middle-aged. The big 1-7. I feel like I'm 30, though. You know what I mean? Trying to stay in shape. I'm on the paleo diet, or as we call it, the diet. It just basically means I don't get to eat as many bugs as I want to. I do live in a cave, as you probably assumed. And if you're wondering if we have cave paintings, no. We do play a lot of Pictionary, though. Anyway, I live there with my wife and kids, and hey, is it just me, or are kids today the worst? I mean, first of all they want to do is play with their fires all day. And no appreciation for what they have, I want this mammoth meat cooked. Cooked meat? Yeah, when I was a kid, we didn't even have thumbs, That was rough. I mean, how are you supposed to hitchhike? Although, we didn't have wheels, so it's kind of a non-issue. Yeah, kids. What's going on with their tiny foreheads? Is it just me, or is it like forehead, more like 3-head? I think their brains must be shrinking or something. The other day, I was out hunting with my son. We were like 4 feet away from a sleeping saber-toothed tiger. And I turned to my son, and he was just standing there, staring at his bone. Ridiculous.
Isn't it awkward when you go to get your hair cut and the barber just wants to chat with you the whole time? You know, like you're sitting in the chair, you know, essentially being held captive. And he lays your hair out on a rock and starts bashing it with another slightly sharpened rock and just won't shut up about the weather. I'm married. My wife is the most beautiful cave woman in the world. I actually... Gonna get a little cheesy here. I still remember the moment that I knew I loved her. We'd been on a couple dates, and I took her to this plateau I knew of. And we ate a horse that I had recently wrestled to the ground and bit in the neck of. And after feeding, as we sat basking in the pale moonlight, the hair on her face backlit against it, I just knew. So, this is kind of embarrassing. It's not very masculine, but I asked her if I could hit her on the head with a club and drag her back to my cave. And this is what I love about her, guys. She takes the club out of my hand and hits herself in the head. Took her 3 hits, too. Tough lady, my wife. But don't worry, nothing happened. I just knocked myself out, and we spent the night laying in each other's arms, unconscious. Just like Romeo and Juliet. Who are they? Thanks, everybody.
It always has to happen like right before a trip.
Oh, yeah.
It's a week away.
A week away. We're checking back in. It got a hot update. Nobody died. I want to make that perfectly clear. We are not coming from beyond the grave, nor am I just reporting Libby's death. Libby bashed your toe pretty good. What do you think? What can you tell us about this unfolding situation?
Well, I'm 99% sure I dislocated my pinky toe on my left foot. I think that I've dislocated the right one before, but it could have been the left. I can't remember. Right now, the pain is so blinding. Basically, my body's trying to save energy to keep making it down. We're going down. BT dubs.
Down.
So my brain's not working anymore.
If we would have done it at the top, we could have ziplined down.
Totally. Why isn't there a zip line?
I don't know. So, what is the physical manifestation of your,
Pain?
Yeah.
I'm sweating a lot.
She's sweating it.
Ouch.
I mean, right now you're actually kind of sweating the small stuff if you think about it. It's a pinky toe.
It's true.
So it's the smallest toe you
The
have.
pinky toe is like the least useful toe. I mean, I wish it could just be taken off so this wouldn't happen.
Do you want me to cut it off?
Yeah, that'd be great. I guess you'd have to eat it off.
I don't know. I had kind of a lot of snacks. I had a lot of those pretzel bites.
It's true.
Oh, they're kind of the same shape. Well, I think we're going to get Libby medevaced out. All right, since it's our 50th episode, I thought it's time we start introducing a few new segments. This one is going to be increasingly important. It's called Inflation Check. It's where we check to see if Verge is still breathing. She's 20 years old and a cat, so those two don't always go well together. So here I am sneaking up on her. She's in a ball, so I feel like if she's going to die, she's going to be sprawled out. So we're looking good. She is inflating. Let me just pull her away from the edge here. All right, guys. Verge is alive. She's still inflating. Inflation check complete. Let's think of other names for that segment, maybe, instead of inflation check. That doesn't sound that specific or interesting. Yeah, are you alive? Okay, cool. Go back to sleep. Raising the Dead. Virginia, back from the edge. Saving Verge. How about Saving Verge? Or Wellness Check with Nate and Verge. Or Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up. Is Verge breathing? Okay, I'm going to record a bunch of those so I can string them together. You know what I'm going to do. Look, you'll see what I'm going to do. Just relax. Is Verge breathing? All right, well, thanks for joining us on Is Verge Breathing. I'll see you next time, if she doesn't die, for the rest of the week. Now, I don't want to say that I'm a hero, because I think it sounds jerky when people say they're heroes, but I am a hero. I'm walking to go get the car. Libby's hunkering down in a parking lot. So I'll come get her assuming I can remember where we're going, where I am. But I do assume that, because I'm very optimistic. But I guess I just wanted to check in and say that if you guys ever need any rescuing at all, give me a call. Wish me luck, you guys. I gotta navigate my way back to Libby, and I'm leaving the park. Fuck it, I'll just leave her here. We were on a road, but then I took a trail, and so I gotta match up the roads. Man, she's got really good brakes. I'll tell you that. Very responsive. Really slamming them on. Okay, here we go. We're driving along. Now, there's 2 yellow lines in the middle of this road. And I don't know which one to follow, but for now I'm following the right one. Well, for now they're both going together, so let's just hope it stays that way. I can be your hero, baby. I can shit away the pain. Here we go. This is looking real promising. We're going around the west side of the lake here. Yeah, we're gonna find this thing, no problem. Ooh, bumpy. But so we got this, as soon as I get into these, there's the entrance to the trail that I went on. Met back up with the trail. This is perfect. I'll be fine. I was touch and go there for a while, but I think it's safe to say that we are gonna be okay. Maybe not Libby's toe, but me and you guys are gonna be okay. Libby, I think we might put her down. And I'm not talking about insulting her, I mean euthanizing her. You know, just like a skin thing that you do to make people look younger. The euthanizer. Recapture youth with the euthanizer. Okay, imagine that you were trying to be as young as possible, okay? Okay, keep imagining that you're trying to be as young as possible. Younger, there. You don't exist yet, right? Well, if we euthanize you, you won't exist. Bam. You just got euthanized. There's the place where Libby is. Here's the driving way, as we call it. The driving way. Here's the blinker. Here's the left-hand turn. And we're going to go pick Libby up. Here she is, Miss America. Scale of 1 to 10, heroism-wise, what would you give me?
I would say 10. I was just thinking about how we don't have any service. Of all of the people that I would have expected to get me out of the situation, you're the one I would choose. I feel very lucky. Blessed.
Yes. Hashtag the shit out of that, you guys. Is it hashtag or hatchtag?
I think both.
Okay. Hashtag. Or hashtag. Hackstag. Blessed. Hey, this is Nate. Leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as humanly possible.
Alright, this is the Nateheads coming at you live from sunny Madison, Wisconsin, and you're listening to the sound of my voice on your answering machine. We're gonna have a big block of BTO right after the break, but first, a message for you, Nate. I just wanted to say, happy 50th, pal. You look fantastic for your age. You know, you don't look a day over... I honestly just had this conversation. I guessed you were 45. Hold on a sec. Hold on just a second here. What's that? Oh, 50 episodes? I've released 50 episodes today. Alright, the Nate Man put the pro in prolific. Anyway, Nate, I guess, congratulations getting halfway to 100. There are no numbers to describe how many episodes I have of this and all of my other podcasts and radio shows. So, unfortunately, I can't compare, but I'm sure it's like apples and oranges. If apples were like nothing and oranges were like everything. Anyway, keep trying. This is the Nateheads coming at you live from sunny Madison, Wisconsin, and you're listening to the sound of the beep.
I think I accidentally just played my voicemail messages. What if that was the whole podcast? I just played my voicemail, it would be a super short podcast, guys. Nobody calls. I could maybe have Siri read my texts. Then it would be like a mini-sode. That's a good idea for a mini-sode. Okay. Guys, do you want to hear my impression of the Nate Man? Ready?
Alright, this is Nateheads coming at you live from sunny Madison, Wisconsin. And you're listening to the sound of my voice. We've got a packed pallet of pretenders on the other side of that chasm we call a break.
Pretty good, huh? I mean, I'm still working on it, but I think it's getting there. So nifty, look who's 50. We are 50 episodes old. And what's it all for, right? What are we doing it for? I'll tell you what we're doing it for. Fun. Because I love podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, next week on the last show on Earth, so this coming Wednesday, like the day after tomorrow from when this comes out, 2 days after tomorrow from now, and I don't know when you're listening to it, so just do the math. You do the math. Anyway, on Wednesday night, the last show on Earth, our video show at thelastshowOnEarth.org, is doing episode podcast. It's all about podcasts. Well, I don't know if it is or not, but I'm also going to be recording next week's episode of the Natecast while we make thelastshowOnEarth.org. Oh, whoops, did I say the web address again? How clumsy of me. Oh, buddy, come on, relax, pal. It's time for fourth meal. I'll give you a fourth meal in a minute, but look, bottom line, it's episode podcast. It's about this podcast essentially, and we will be recording next week's this podcast on this week's thelastshowOnEarth.org. Could I be any more clear? Clear. So, thanks again, Tyler, for letting me use this song. And thanks again, you guys, for sticking with me through 50 so far. Here's to 50,000 more!